guys are getting to the free throw line a lot, 7 times after the first 2 games. Is that really one of the recipes for success for this team?
Yeah, Coach Boyle preaches playing inside out, and the shot's not always going to fall. So just trying to, we have one of the best post players in America here. So just giving him the ball, and we know that once he get it, something good is going to happen.
Yeah, we want to be in attack mode, all the time. Our guards attacking, feeding to the bigs, Barry attacking from the outside and the inside. So I mean, we have some really versatile players and really skilled players. So I think we have really hard players to guard. So obviously us attacking, is good for us.
For you guys defensively, and really for either of you guys on this question, but for you guys defensively, is New Mexico just a tough team to check the way they go one-on-one, and a lot of different athletes on that side?
Yeah, they're just so ball screen reliant. So just like continuous ball screen, continuous test of your ball screen defense, and Jalen House and Mashburn are good players. So and they have ultimate confidence, and they have the green light to shoot whatever and really make plays with whatever they have. So just containing them the best we can ultimately win us the game.
Jabari, talk us through that last block there with under a minute. I mean, it got the crowd involved, and that was just kind of like game-sealing play right there. So talk us through that.
Yeah, I think it came from practice. I think I kind of saw the play breaking down a little bit. I knew the big was going to be late because he had to show for that guard, and so I just kind of timed it. I didn't know if I was going to go take the charge or if I was going to block it. So I waited a little bit. I knew he was going to go up, so I was just like, all right, I'll meet him at the rim, and the results were in my favor.
Does it help you guys at all when a guy like KJ Simpson can put together 8 rebounds?
Yeah,
8 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of shows flashes of McKinley. The way he gets his own miss sometimes and gets it off the glass, and we missed that here in these last 6 months. So it's different. With the guard able to get the ball at the glass and push it, and our offense takes its own rebound and get us extra possessions. I mean, that's big time.
You guys talk about Keyshawn a little bit. I mean, second game in a row, he's led you guys in scoring, and I know there are a lot of question marks. Probably not from you guys, but from a lot of media, like how the point guard position is going to be felt after Ken left. But now it seems like he's stepped up and he's really filled that role well. So what can you guys say about it?
Yeah, we always knew that Keyshawn could fill it up. That was never a question. So, Keyshawn, in my head, and certainly speculation here, but in all our heads, Keyshawn's, one of the top scorers on this team. You've seen it. He can shoot it, he can drive it, he can pass it, just all the intangibles. So, I mean, he knows how special a player he is, and, he knows how special a player we think he is. So we just want to have him, play with that confidence and play, free.
Do you guys think the turnovers will naturally clean themselves up as the season kind of progresses here, or is that something you guys need to focus on?
I think turnovers will clean itself up as we keep progressing and keep knowing what we're looking for just on offense, and slowing down, and just multiple factors. I mean, you can't attribute one turnover to everything, but it's just across the board. We just gotta take care of the ball to a man.
Jabari, I know it's only 2 games. I'm sure Coach will have plenty of talking points after you go over the film, but in both these games we've seen you guys kind of buckle down and make plays at crunch time. Is that a good sign for this team going forward?
Yeah, I think it just speaks of how close we are as a group. We trust each other, so we just want to play for the next man and play for each other. And in crunch time, we all know that we have our brothers, and we could trust each and every one of our guys. So I think at the end of games, we could do it a lot earlier, and that's what we're going to improve on going forward. But definitely when it's needed at the end, every guy steps up.
Anything else? All right, thanks, guys.
Cool.
Thanks, Al.
Hey everybody, we're here with head coach Chad Boyle. Coach, please start with an opening statement and we'll open it up for questions.
Let's make this quick. We've got a football game to watch. But good win for the Buffs tonight. It wasn't pretty at times. We still have a lot of work to do in a lot of different areas, but our guys show grit and toughness when they need to. But for us to extend leads and kind of put games away, we've got to become better defensively, and we've got to become better at taking care of the basketball. You had 16 turnovers against Montana State. We had 18 tonight against New Mexico. I knew that's an area of concern for us in practice the last 3 weeks. So at some point, if we don't get that under control, it's going to cost us a game. But didn't cost us Tuesday, didn't cost us tonight. But we've got a lot of improvement to make. But overall, some guys did some good things tonight, made some plays, and we just got to continue to move forward and get better.
Coach, you mentioned the kind of grit of this team. I know it's only 2 games and plenty to improve on, but that's got to be a good sign and something to build on going forward, the way they haven't buckled late in both these games.
Right. Yeah, and look, we've got a competitive group, and we talked about it last spring with the returning guys, Evan and Eli, and then the freshman class that are now sophomores. We talked about the fact that just because we lost a bunch of seniors and we're going to be young, we're not going to use that as an excuse, and we got to bow our backs. And so we've got a competitive group that wants to maintain the standards that this program has set for itself, over the past several years. So we've got tough kids that are competitive. I thought, play of the game was a loose ball in front of their bench where Jabari got on the floor. Keyshawn was right on top of it, got the loose ball, got a timeout. I mean, those are the plays. Early in the second half, House did it across from our bench, and he got the loose ball and the timeout. So our guys respond, and they're a competitive group. But again, lots of room for improvement in multiple areas.
Tad, you guys go plus 20 on the board count tonight to 47.
Yep.
Some of the biggest questions externally from the media going into the season was about rebounding. Have you seen your team really take that seriously? Yeah,
it's something we stress every single day, every single game. It's nothing that's going to go away. And plus 20 is a great number. KJ has 8 in 18 minutes as a guard. I mean, that's fantastic. So, yeah, we want to – and it's going to be by committee. It's not going to be one guy. Jabari led us tonight with 10. But we had some guys. Neek has been our most consistent rebounder. But we want all 5 guys on defense rebounding. And our 3, 4, and 5, guys like Tristan, guys like Neek, guys like Jabari, Evan, Lawson, they offensively – they need to make their presence felt because there's going to be nights where we don't shoot the ball well and stretches where we don't shoot it, so we got to rely on offensive rebounding. It's a part of our identity.
Coach, second straight game where you battling down the stretch in 2 early non-conference games. You're playing 2 teams that are probably going to compete in their respective conferences. How important is it to have these type of games before obviously the big games next month and then Pac-12 play?
Yeah, I think it's important. I think it's important for our guys, but they have to understand that the things that we've gotten away with against Montana State and New Mexico, we're not going to get away with against UCLA and Stanford. Who are two league games here in December coming up. So Pac-12, the margin for error goes down. That's why the daily improvement, the game-to-game improvement, we need to see it. We need to see it go from 16 turnovers to 14, and then 14 to 12, and then 12 to 10. Now we're where we need to be. When we go from 16 to 18, that's trending in the wrong direction. So something you have to take individual pride in is how you guard and how you rebound and how you take care of the ball.
You mentioned KJ. It seemed like he really gave you guys a spark off the bench today.
Yeah, he plays with great energy. He's got great speed. He's going to be a really good player here. He's really coachable. He really is. I mean, he made some plays off 2 feet tonight that 3-4 weeks ago he would have left his feet and charged or turned it over. I mean, he's really trying to do what the coaching staff's asking him to do, and he did a great job, I thought, looking for Lawson. But it's a learning curve for him. He's playing against veteran guards tonight. I mean, House is a junior. Mashburn He's been playing in the Big Ten for the last couple of years, so he's playing against experienced guards, and he's gonna keep getting better and learning. And Lawson is too. Those two are getting the majority of the minutes from a freshman class. But I hope it was going to be a quick turnaround for Maine, but I hope we can get deeper into our bench and start developing some depth because Luke, we didn't get Luke in the game second half. We shortened our rotation a little bit. Julian hasn't played the first 2 games. He was a little under the weather, yesterday with practice. So, but I want to get those guys some extended minutes because I think they're going to be times where we're going to need those guys this year. So we got to keep getting better and gaining experience and learning and getting better.
Tab, what have you seen from Keyshawn through 2 games?
Well, look, we know Keyshawn can score the ball. That's the one thing. I mean, he can shoot it. He can get downhill. Obviously tonight the 7 turnovers is the bugaboo, but Keyshawn he can get buckets, and we got multiple guys that can do that. And what I'm trying to stress to this team is we cannot have an agenda. We got to share the ball because we got multiple weapons. Jabari's a weapon, Evan's a weapon, Lawson's a weapon, KJ's a weapon. I mean, we got every guy that's in our lineup that plays is a weapon offensively. Keyshawn is a guy who can get his shot because he's quick and he's got a good release, and so we know he can score. And now he's trying to figure out how do I run a team and score, and take care of the ball and score. And that's the learning curve he's trying to figure out. But yeah, he can get buckets for us, and we need him to score at times. There's no doubt about it. But it's going to be a different guy on different nights, and that's what I want our team to understand, that it may not be every night. But we got to be threats. We got to be aggressive. But 14 assists on 28 baskets is not enough. It means half the time we're doing it, without making a play for somebody else. We're doing it off the bounce or whatever. So.
Anything else for Coach?
Real quick, looking ahead to Maine, I think they only played like 8 or 9 games last year.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about this team? And I'm kind of curious how this program kind of got on your radar to get on the schedule.
I can tell you that their nickname is the Bears, and that's it. I don't know anything about Maine. The Black Bears. I think you're right. Those are. We did, instead of spelling bees in our road trips as a family, we did college mascots. So my kids taught me that one. But yeah, I don't know anything about Maine. I'll get a crash course tomorrow. We'll watch our film tonight, get Colorado better, but it's going to be a quick turnaround. And that's the players like that. Coaches don't. I wish we had 2 or 3 days to prepare, but we don't. So it's going to be a quick turnaround, and we'll figure it out quick. But right now, Pat, I have no clue. I plead ignorance.